And it worked. Let's connect this to that.
It's not working.
Huh?
It's not working.
Sure it is.
Oh, it is working. That's right.
Yeah, it's working.
Yo. Open the door.
See that? What's up, guys? How you doing?
All right, here you go.
Yes.
Here you go. I'll trade you.
Trade.
So this is streaming off my phone right now, so we won't be taxing the Wi-Fi. So turn off your Wi-Fi. That way we can make sure that the YouTube is all very happy.
YouTube's.
And I'm not wearing sunglasses. I just looked out the window. My glasses faded to dark.
Ah.
So
Okay.
wow, and boom, it just.
South Minnesota, Washington.
I'm expecting
Cali.
200 live viewers this stream. So are we. I mean, let's be honest, but we're a little early, so you know it's okay.
Yes.
What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. What's up, Washington, Minnesota, Iowa?
Yes.
Gentlemen, good vibes from Cali. What's up from down the road, fellas? Hey. Yeah, no, it's, you know, it's,
I'm just expecting 200 more people on the other channel.
Yeah, you're almost there. New Hampshire, why don't you do,
Yeah.
Rockford, Fosgate for life, 25 to life, 25 hertz to life, I should say. Alberta, Alberta, Canada. Give the channel a shout out.
All right, so if you guys haven't subscribed to the new YouTube channel, go to, well, actually you guys here on YouTube, Dean and Fernando car stereo clips, when we just take the answers, actually the questions and answers really quick, 1 minute, 2 minutes. It's really nice. So a lot of information.
A lot of the videos are longer than what he's saying right now.
A lot of the videos, yes. Right, but yeah, definitely go and subscribe.
It is on YouTube. That's
Here.
Dean and Fernando's car stereo clips.
It's in here.
We're almost to 1,000, and that'll make Fernando so happy. Vegas in the
Jose.
house, Jersey. Saludos, Fernando from California. Hey guys, Aaron here. Need help to mirror or screen share on a mile away from brought everything, but not working. I gotta be honest with you, when it comes to screen sharing or mirroring, you're on your own. I gave up on that many years ago. Each radio is a little bit different. If you have an iPhone,
each phone is
it's different. Not our thing. We used to do that, and then I just gave up on it because I just got tired of having that conversation.
That's right.
If you have a Kenwood radio, it has an aux. It does not have an HDMI. If it has screen mirroring, that's only for Android. It only for specific Android phones, not all Android phones. If you're trying to do an iPhone, you need get a aux to RCA adapter, and then you need to get an RCA to HDMI adapter, and then you need to get an HDMI to Apple adapter. So there's a lot, and it's just too hard to keep up with. So I'm sorry, but I'm done with it, and that's just how we're gonna roll. Let's slide this way some.
Why?
Because it's not centered and it's driving me crazy. Hey guys, could I bring your car in to be tuned? You can call and have an appointment, and we'll do our best to tune it. Yes, it is not the easiest thing to do in order to tune a car because we do have to take some of it apart and check a lot of things.
That's right.
So there can be other costs incurred other than just the time it takes to tune it. Hey, from Kenya.
What's up? All right, so he say, how far time we have to schedule with you to have work done?
It depends. Like right now, it's not so bad, you know, considering the way things are. It just depends on what you want to get done and how long it takes to go back and forth between the email chain. But it could take anywhere from a week to a month. It just depends. Sacramento in the house.
What's up?
Is the Dayton DSP still a decent unit? It was never a decent unit. The Dayton sucks. I mean, some guys love it. Kudos to them.
Yeah, depends.
I don't.
I didn't like it.
We
I took it out. Yes. What's up, El Fernandez?
However, the new inexpensive DSP that we are looking into, that we bought the other day,
Yeah.
and actually still on sale.
The steel?
The Audio Dynamics, this guy right here is a 6-channel DSP, so it is 4-channel high level, 2-channel RCA, and 6 channels of output. You can pick it up for like $120. So,
Hey, man.
this is it here.
It's not because I want to, it's because there's no barber shops
I know, right?
open in here. So, alright, man. What can I do?
How are we looking? Okay, so it just looks dark on the TV.
Yeah.
Kentucky! What's going on?
That's it.
Oh, hey, my favorite channel. Oh, I love it. What's the best radio without physical buttons? It's probably gonna be the Pioneer.
Yeah.
It's the old app radio. I don't know what it's called now. They still make it.
What about the
Oh,
new
here it is,
2660?
It's right here.
There you go. Look at that.
Here you go, the 2660. This guy right here. It has no actual physical buttons. It's just a touchscreen. I haven't even opened this.
Not
thing
even
yet.
a CD, right?
No CD, no
CD.
nothing. Because you can't with if you're gonna have no buttons, you can't have. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfectly flat, no buttons whatsoever. So, thank you, Fernando, for reminding me that we have a 2660 sitting on our bench.
What's up from South Africa?
Oh man.
Do you install an Epicenter before? Equalizer using an aftermarket radio, Pioneer 7200 NEX on the 2003 Silverado. Thinking of using the Kicker KX.
Yeah.
Well,
regardless, I mean, where do you put the Epicenter in the food chain? So when it comes to an Epicenter, the whole key behind the Epicenter is making sure that you feed it the appropriate amount of signal. If you're going to go, you're going to go radio, and then if you're going to go out of that radio into a DSP, that's going to have your crossovers and all that fun stuff, then you're going to go before your DSP. All right, so you're going to go radio, Epicenter, into the sub-channel of your DSP, and then out to the amplifier. Let me think this through. Okay, hold on.
Alright, just think about it. Do you have a list of tech flex for wire gauge? Yeah, we use...
And we have a video.
Yes, and
There's
we have
a whole
a video on that.
We went through the whole thing, so just yeah, I don't. It's
3/4 is for 4 gauge. Half inch is for
no
4.
3/4 for
is
zero.
for 0 gauge. Half inch
is
is for 4
4
gauge.
3/8 is for everything else. Okay, if you're doing an amp DSP, really, okay, so when you're thinking of an Epicenter, you just want it before the signal that has to be fed to it has to be before the low pass crossover. The low pass crossover at the amplifier is going to be the last thing you're going to set. You're not going to set it before the Epicenter. So whatever's feeding the Epicenter can have no or very little or an extremely high crossover on it. So if you're coming out of, let's say, a radio subsection, you're going to go into your Epicenter, you're going to turn the subwoofer crossover on the radio up as high as it will go if you can't turn it off. If you're going to go out of that into a DSP, that's fine, you know, for delay or whatever it is you're trying to do, and then out of that into the amplifier, and you're going to use either the crossover after the Epicenter. So EQ, DSP, you know, so Epicenter first.
Alright, if I missed your question, you gotta type it again because it's a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Dean, it is better to RTA from the driver headrest or from the center?
Hold on 1 second. I was waiting for this phone call. I might have to leave. Yeah. Okay.
I'll go this way. From the headrest.
You gonna go?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, yes, RTA from the headrest. All right, let's
Yes.
play this as a one-man gang for a couple minutes while Fernando goes and shows this guy his car that we're waiting to pick up. Chat is moving in fast. Chat is moving. Hey, $5. Okay, here we go. Latest and greatest setups for Ram 2019 Power Wagon in particular. Latest and greatest. The problem you run into with the Ram is going to be space now, because behind the back of the driver's side rear seat is that new power station thing used to improve fuel efficiency on the car, and that leaves very little room on the passenger side, which you guys are going to see or what you're seeing now in the RAM video that just came up, the RAM 911 Part 1. You could shoehorn a lot of stuff in there, but you got to be real smart about it. In this case, they weren't, and we had to do a lot of work to fit this equipment in there, and there was much better stuff we could have done had we been able to plan it out. So as far as, it really just comes down to budget. It's 4 6x9s and 2 3.5s in the dash, as well as all the extra speakers that are in the car that you're not going to use. So those are the 6 speakers you really want to concentrate on. Okay, and that was GNG. Thank you so much for dropping that. Okay, hold on. Let me get caught up here. See if this is even working. All right, I'm gonna switch over to this one. I know, I hate dead air. I hate it with a passion. All right. Would you recommend an LC7i on a Ford Flex with premium Sony system? For God's sakes, no, man. If you have a branded audio system, meaning Sony, Beats by Dre, Bang & Olufsen, Bose, Mark Levinson, any of those, always check to see if there's an Amp Pro available to you. In that particular one, there's an Amp Pro and there's an iDataLink Maestro AR available to you, or the Rockford DSR via AR. God no, don't use an LC7i for that particular vehicle. If you had a base model with a non-Sony, then yeah, you'd be good to go. There's also Nav TV Zen models. So if it's not going to be an iDataLink, it's not going to be an Amp Pro from pack-audio.com, metroonline.com. You can pick up your T-harnesses. They also now make an A to B adapter, which is, so there's plenty of adapters out there to get you a preamp section out of your refractory radio into your amplifier, and LC7i is not the answer for that question. It is the answer for a lot of questions, but not that one. Norway in the house. Do DSPs all fix bass roll-off? No. Most DSPs don't fix bass roll-off. Bass roll-off is a patented feature designed and owned the patent on by Audio Control. Some DSPs are now giving you the ability to build in loudness, which is what bass roll-off is based off of, is the loudness curve. So as you turn up, it rolls off. The new Kicker Key Lock, or LOC, is going to have a fix for bass roll-off using a basic loudness or a logarithm. But no, most DSPs do not fix bass roll-off at all, because bass roll-off is volumes controlled. So as you turn the volume up, that's when your bass roll-off kicks on. DSPs are static, meaning you pick a volume point and you can adjust from there. That has always been the problem with DSPs. They don't actually move with the volume. That's why things like Amp Pros, ARs, Zens, those are all products that fix all these problems for us and take away all that headache. Ooh, that was neat. Okay, will the DUR1 allow USB input for Pioneer 2600? Honestly, I have no idea. The thing you always got to keep in mind is that it's the length. Some yes, some no. Hey, from Hawaii, aloha. I have an Alpine ILX 207 and it just disappeared. Hold on, I don't have. Hold. He's got the keys. I don't have keys. I don't have them. He's got them. He's got the keys. All right, guys. Let's all take a breath. Let's all take a breath. All right. Let's try to get through some of these questions. We knew going early was going to be kind of like a but we figured we'd do it anyways. I have the keys. Thank God. Where the hell are you? Get over here and show me the keys. Hey, from Germany. Okay. All right. See, this is so much easier. This is why we keep Fernando to keep track of this. Can you use an LC2i to fix bass? Yes, you can use the LC2i to fix bass roll-off. What I have here is any of the audio control products, with the exception of the new LC1, will fix bass roll-off, and the LC6. So the 6i, the 8i, and the new 1i will not fix bass roll-off, but the LC2, 7, all the DSPs, they'll all fix it. Bass roll-off, that's why it has bass output here. That's what this whole section is right here. Okay. I want to get paid. Best way to flush mount a USB cable from the stereo. Okay. Hold on. I have it. we actually, I know we have a video talking about this, but regardless of that, this is a USB, standard USB jack right here. Okay, this guy. What you want to do is, if you don't have a laser, and you have a factory USB jack in the car, remove the top. There's a line on here. Remove this whole plastic piece. This all just peels right off, and that will expose the inside USB. You can actually buy just USB jacks that are like that, but it's easier, for us just to cut this off. Once you've cut that off, you can then insert it into any factory USB location, and by removing out the factory USB, it'll go right in, and then you can glue this into place using some CA glue or some epoxy, and you will have what looks like a factory USB jack, no problems. It's quite sexy. Does any DSP have special sound effects? So you're thinking old school style DSP where you had like Hall Church Stadium. No, they totally did away with that, which is kind of weird, right? I know. I don't know why that all disappeared, other than we didn't like it back then either. It was kind of fun, but I don't know if it really, it's just kind of weird. But no, they've done away with all those fun gimmicky stuff. I'm surprised Pioneer hasn't brought that back though. None of the Pioneers have that anymore, but they were the ones. What material will CA glue work with? Most plastics, rubber of course it works on. Most plastics though. It doesn't work on acrylic. Definitely don't want to use it on acrylic. You want to get acrylic glue for that. But there's very few pieces in the car that it won't stick to. The problem is that most of the time when you're working with materials in cars, CA glue will turn products white. So it's not like something you have to be real careful with, because if it will turn, and you'll get white stuff that sometimes won't come off. There is certain CA glue that won't do that. We're not lucky enough to be using it, so we have to pay attention to what we're doing. The other problem too is that a lot of times in the car you've put Armor All on something, CA glue will not stick to anything that has ever had Armor All on it at all, period. Hell yeah, techno. Alright, why do I keep going over the laptop to scroll up and down here? Can't wait for Big D Wiz to test the compact 5-channel Scar. Oh, is he going to do that one? Cool. What component speaker sets have great sound quality at low volumes? All of them? I mean, speakers sound good at pretty much all volumes if you get a good speaker. I mean, most speakers actually sound better at low volumes than are at high volumes. So if you buy a more affordable set of speakers at lower volumes, it is going to sound better because it's not made to handle a ton of power. Going from Pioneer 8400 NEX to Kenwood Exelon, do I need to make any adjustments to my audio system? Yes, you totally need to reset the, if the gains are adjusted in any way, shape, or form, then you'll need to go in and probably adjust the gains a little bit, because the 8400 does clip out, whereas the Kenwood does not. Yeah, you may also want to re-EQ the system, just because out of the box, even though they're supposed to be technically flat and sound the same, they don't. They sound totally different. In there again, with the EQ off on both, they still, that sounds like a Pioneer, that sounds like a Kenwood. So, I mean, you may need to readjust a couple things in there just to make it sound the way you like. How's Fernando enjoying his new towers? I don't know. Ask that one when he gets back. We'll find out, because I haven't had a chance to ask him, to be honest with you. How to connect a fuse with a fuse holder. Any special discounts on DMRTA kit if you... No, there's not a 5-star discount, but you know what? There is a discount for the DMRTA. Hold on a second. I've been saving this email. You can get $100 off right now. Give me 1 second. Alright, so if you use the coupon code, this is not for the Pro, this is just for the base model DMRTA, and this is good until April 30th. If you use the code DMRTA100, you'll save $100 off the price of the RTA. So DMRTA100, type that in, and that will get you a discount, $100 off of the non-Pro, just the regular DMRTA from Audio Control right now. How cool is that? I'm gonna go Ric Flair. I'm gonna go right foot. I mean, I'm a Hulk Hogan guy. Let's be honest. I love Hulk Hogan. But, you know, hey, whatever. I'm putting in focal flex components in my 2019 Accord doors. Is it worth upgrading my speaker wire? What gauge? Okay, so the cool thing about a Honda Accord is it is one of the only cars on the road that you can upgrade the speaker wire in. So, because it's just right through. What I would suggest is, I mean, you don't need to go crazy, and honestly, the speaker wire isn't terrible in there. We just got done doing one. What we don't want to do is we don't want to mount the crossover in the car, okay? So, or in the door, I should say. Don't mount the crossover in the door, mount the crossover in the car. So I would run, let's say, two 16 gauge wires into the door, one for the tweeter, one for the mid-range, and then run whatever wire you deem necessary for the crossovers, to power the crossovers from your amplifier. It is a pleasure of a car to work on. Metra also makes the T-harness for it, so that you can easily pull the center console apart, get in there, plug in a T-harness. You don't have to cut the harness. I don't even know if you could cut the harness. That thing is so tight in the dash. I was talking about the kit for the DMRT. I already. Oh, okay. So no, there's no more. I'm sorry, there's no more discount yet for the kit. Right now, they're just having supplies just to make the pros. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Once all this is over, we are going to be doing something with audio control with the DMRTA Pro, so we'll see what we can figure out. Would you recommend... Oh, that sucks, right when I read it. Would you recommend 2-ohm component speakers to get more power out of my amp? Yes, you can get more power out of your amp if you switch to a 2-ohm speaker. There's no doubt about it. However, maybe get more amp and less 2-ohm speakers. Think about it like this. I'm designing a system right now to put in a car, and I have a 8-channel amplifier that I'm going to be running for my highs, and I have a mono block that I'm going to run for my sub. So that takes care of the sub portion of it. We'll run that or whatever ohm load it needs to be. The 8-ohm or the 8-channel amplifier is 2-ohm compatible, and this manufacturer also makes a 2-ohm speaker. So if I go 4-ohm up front on the tweeters, I get X amount of power. If I go 2-ohm on the channels 3 and 4, I get, let's say, 63 watts as opposed to 35 watts. So that's cool, that's better. And that was the wife, like she doesn't know I'm doing a show. Anyways, if I use the, and then go off to the rear. But now, if I bridge 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and put those on my 4-ohm mid-bass in the door, then I automatically go up to 120 watts per side, okay? What I'm getting at is maybe power, like a small 4-channel amplifier to power those speakers, as opposed to going to 2-ohm speakers, might be a better idea. It's just something to think about. Everyone always wants to go to a 2-ohm load, but if you could just get more power by going with another amplifier, yeah, so it's just a thought, just a thought. 40 to 45 hertz, too high for a 212 ported box. Depends who you talk to. My old friend that taught me how to build boxes, he'd always tune kind of high because he liked the way it sounded. I know a lot of people try to tune as low as humanly possible, which I don't understand because most music is recorded a little bit higher. So, you know, I'd say give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Lengthen the port. All car audio shops closed in UK. Great to hear the car audio news. Yeah, I mean, we're here just working on cars. The showroom is closed, so you know we just have cars to do. Next week we have a couple cars to do, and then we'll be concentrating on our private stuff. So, you know, as far as this goes, yeah, there won't be any people. I don't know. I might actually get a day off. You never know how it might go. What harness on a 2020 Ford Edge? If it is a 2020 Edge, still should be the current harness. So that's going to be a Metra DSP FD2 should be the harness you're looking at. There again, you can pull the radio out, take a look at take a picture of it, see what it is, and then compare it to the FD2 harness from Access and see if that's the right one. All you have to do is show the guy the car. Apparently they're carrying on a whole conversation. Dean, I know you have OCD and mixed and matched amp speakers, subs, drives, you up the wall and sideways. Which kicker amp, 4-channel and mono with components and coaxials do you suggest? Alright, I'm going to tell you something right now. The secret on the Q-Class amplifiers. Right now, you should be able to go online and find the Q-Class 1005 at a really good price. That's the 5-channel amp. If you can pick yourself up one of those, I've heard some really crazy prices on that amplifier because it's going to be an end-of-life amplifier. I mean, it's going to go away. Alright, they also make a monoblock, they also make a 4-channel. Now the really cool thing about the Q-Class is that you can daisy chain them all together and use one piece of DSP software. So what I'm getting at is you might want to see if you can pick yourself up a Q-Class 1005. That would be a wonderful 5-channel amplifier. However, if you're not in the whole DSP thing, they make, like, believe it or not, I much prefer going with the Marine Kicker stuff because they have a 6-channel and they have an 8-channel. As far as monoblocks, they got that covered. Pick whichever one you want. But the Green Stripe KX series amplifiers, you can get into that 6-channel, which you can have a lot of fun with. They don't make in the 4-channel Red Stripe, which blows my mind. But we've used those, and actually, I don't mind the red and green so much because it kind of reminds me of Christmas, which makes me happy. So I can live with that. So something to think about. Rockford Fosgate R2 Prime. Oh shoot. I haven't been paying attention to this. I'm sorry for you guys that keep donating money. Let me get back to you guys. My bad. Wilson Diaz, thank you so much for dropping $10. And Kevin, just want to thank you guys for the help on my 2017 Jetta. No problem. Thank you guys so much. And let's see. And let me go back up to here. And then El Frugo. Okay. Drop $5. Thank you so much. Martin Kern. Okay, Martin, we'll just go with that. What's a good amp? 4 Hertz milli 3-way, 125 watts passive. Check out the LC61200 from Audio Control, or also there's a Focal 6-channel amp. I believe it's like the 690. Pretty badass amplifier. Yeah, those are what are available now. That's popping in my head. But yeah, those are both really nice amps you can definitely pick up. Let me scroll down here. Make sure I got all you guys. I apologize. Alright, back to this. I'm sorry. Is that all? Did I get them all? If I missed yours, I apologize. I got 2 turntables and a microphone going on here right now. Alright. How do you deal with the 2024 dash speaker? Which one? Which 2024? Are we talking F-150? If it's a center channel, we just leave it disconnected because it's utterly pointless. Here we go. I have an old Alpine monoblock amplifier. It doesn't have the phono plug connect for my new bass knob. Is there a bass knob? Yes. So if you go to Pack Audio or Stinger makes a bass knob. I believe it's called the LC1, Level Control 1. It's a universal RCA bass knob. Metra also makes one that is a universal bass knob. So yes, there are universal bass knobs you can get. They plug into the RCA sections, and there you go. It's super simple. Almost at 30 minutes. Yes, thank you, Fang of Truth. Don't buy Ford. Why? I own a Ford and a Chevy. I got them both. I can make fun of both of them. I did that so I can make fun of both of them. All right, hold on. Thinking about getting for my RAM any other radio work it besides. I have no idea. I don't know those model numbers. I'm sorry. All right, let me get up here, or let me go back. Want to go active on a 2000. Okay, got that. All right. Oh no, I didn't. Want to go active on a 2019 Raptor. Was thinking about Kenwood 6-channel amp DSP. I'm new, and will be first DSP. What do you think? All right, 2019 Raptor, which means that's going to be an A to B, a Zen A to B interface. It will not interface with the Kenwood 6-channel. There's no interfacing for that amplifier yet. So what you're going to have is 2-channel audio only. Out of that, no, it's not a great combination. I mean, no, it's not a great combination. I would probably not do that with that particular vehicle, and that way that breaks down. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do that for that. You you're going to want something that either has multiple inputs, which that doesn't. That 6-channel DSP amplifier only has 2 channels of audio input, which is fine in any other system than an A to B system. So there's no direct plug-in to do A to B, which means there's no way to direct the channels to do what you mean. Meaning your backup sensors and all the other fun things in the Raptor aren't going to work very well with that. So think about maybe going with a standalone DSP out of the A to B. With the A to B, you can do Toshlink into a DSP processor. It's phenomenal sounding. It'll get you, all your chimes left, chimes right. So backup sensors through the Toshlink will work left to right instead of front rear. If you like the front and rear chimes to do what they want, you can just leave it as an RCA. But go into a regular DSP or a DSP amplifier. Not that one. That's a bad combination. Okay, Dayton subwoofer. I've never worked with the Dayton speakers at all. I'm sorry, not Dayton subwoofers. We have used some of their small speakers for like BMW replacements and stuff like that, and they're okay. But I haven't even looked at their subwoofers. You're welcome, PJ. Okay, so he's answering that guy's question. I want to run Rockford Fosgate 6.5 components, front and back, plus 4 subsystem with Rockford. Okay. With Rockford Fosgate amps. Any additional information to help you, or can you guys do it for me? Of course we can do it for you. It's what we do. As far as what other help you need, you kind of have an idea of what you're going to do. If you want to get a quote on what this stuff will cost to get installed, just give Paul a call on Monday, 727-216-6170. That's what we got. Recommendations for a double DIN for a 99 GS300 under under a certain price point. If you're looking for inexpensive radios, there are plenty of Pioneer and Kenwood inexpensive double DIN radios out there. Just pick one. It's not, you're going to get the features. But yes, there are plenty of them out there under that price point that'll fit your bill. Pioneer is probably going to be the cheapest. Genie 2020 Edge dash speaker. There again, if it's the center channel dash speaker, we don't ever use them, especially if it's on a base model. If it's on a premium sound system and we're going to do some form of integration, there again, we're not going to use it because we're going to go to a DSP. So I can't think of one time we've actually retained the center channel speaker out of any Ford. Never. And Fernando's back. Yes, please clean up. What are your thoughts on the Phoenix Gold amps, subs, and speakers? We actually just got done shooting a video on the new MX series amplifier, 5-channel, the 800.5. This guy right here is the demo that we use when we're talking about the back sides of a board. Phoenix Gold is good stuff. I got no problems with them.
When you gonna start editing?
What?
Editing that video.
Aaron, I have to edit it, dude. Slow it down. Listen, man, you disappeared and left me over here. How did it go?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get his phone number? You guys gonna hang out this weekend?
It's actually for her. That's her truck.
There again, you gonna hang out with her this weekend?
No, but that was good. That was pretty good. They want to see the whole thing. They on and off.
Oh, you plugged in the mic and turned it on and off?
Yeah, they want to see what's going on. So she like everywhere.
She liked it on or off?
Yeah, off.
She liked it off?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's like more like I want the time alignment, but that's her truck. So that's.
Well,
like,
they know how to turn it on and off.
Yeah, that's what I say. You just plug it in, on and off. If you like, come back to the time alignment. That's good. So they're gonna watch her today. It's pretty cool.
Oh, what, the Instagram?
Everything.
Oh, well, I just called them weird on here. I didn't mean it personally. I just meant the fact you don't like time alignment.
Did you shout outs over here?
$5? I don't know.
Uh,
Hold on. I've got him. Go the other way. I think we're caught up. Just click on it.
No. It's right here.
I know, but if you just click on it, I've answered that one.
Okay.
$20,
Kevin.
I've answered that one. I think I'm caught up. That's what I'm saying. If you just click on it, it'll pull up the question. Don't argue with me. Hey, from Chipokee, Massachusetts. Thank you, David.
That's David Monroe.
Okay.
And that's...
Okay, I didn't read that one.
All right.
Rockford Fosgate T1 600 12-inch. What? T1
600 12-inch sub and a D1200 prime amplifier with an audio control LC2I. For signal, I'm having a loud low
hum.
loud heavy hum.
It's a CRV 2017. I wonder if that has oh, if my stereo is off while I'm driving, or if the volume turned under 10. Two things. One, you can never turn your stereo off once you use a high level to low level adapter because you're going to get a hum. So my guess is it's that, or it's a CRV that has ANC, or automatic noise canceling. Look on your headliner to see if there's any form of microphone somewhere back here. And if there is, you're going to need to disconnect it. You could probably just Google CRV ANC, and there'll be a module that you'll disconnect. It just depends on what system's in there. However, the other thing too, I don't know of any CRVs that actually have ANC. That's typically an Accord and like new Honda Civic thing. It may though, I don't know. But you can never turn the radio you can't turn it off. You got to leave it on, just turn the volume all the way down. But if you're getting it with the volume down and there's no ANC, then you need to check your gain controls because you got something going on there where the gains are up too high and you're getting feedback.
El Fuego, the fire say. Best dash kit for 2016 4Runner with the double DIN Kenwood radio. Best dash kit.
The best one?
The best one.
Dude, what year?
The 4Runner. It's a 2016.
Toyota. I don't know.
It's like Metro Make 1. But best kits. Ooh, that's gonna be. I would go with the best kits. Definitely check best kits.
Packed. It's not. Yeah. Well, it's packed-audio.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to be vice president.
Cool.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Apparently, I messed something up. Hold on. I don't know where it went.
What are you looking for?
It said D and you messed up.
Then you messed up with the Kenwood AMP DSP. So if I want to go AMP with DSP built into it. For my 2019 Raptor, what do you recommend? Go for Cal Flax.
Okay, I didn't mess up. What I'm getting at is you have a 2019 that's going to have a Bang & Olufsen system. That's going to need a Zen A to B in order to get a preamp section on it. The way that truck works is that you have multiple sounds for lane departure, backup sensors, and front sensors coming from all around the car. You want to do a DSP. A DSP implies that you want to make sure that everything does like front stage, rear effect, subwoofer are all capable. The 600 DSP from Kenwood was designed for 2 channels of audio input only. Okay, there's no preamp section on it other than an Amp Pro. So you have to buy a Zen A to B, you have to buy an AR iData to get it to turn on, and then you can only plug in 2 channels of audio into the amplifier. You can get 4 channels of output, but 2 channels of audio only out of it for DSP. It's not the right amp for the job is what I'm getting at. There are better 6-channel amplifiers with DSPs built into them to do that. I get that. I get what you wanted. I totally understood that. But what I'm saying is that's not the right piece for that vehicle because you have to buy a lot of silly stuff in order to get it to work. Check out something. I mean,
so do it right, do it once.
There are other DSP multi-channel amplifiers out there that will do the job and do it better. That's all I'm getting at. I mean, if you want to run it, you can run it. You have to set your Zen. You have to get a Zen A to B because there again, it's not an iData compatible piece. iData does not make anything for A to B. It's not going to plug in and work. All right.
Ooh.
That's the whole purpose of that amplifier is to plug in and work, and it doesn't do that. They don't make a compatible thing.
Oh, Andy, I need my check.
Basic audio. I don't have Sony in a Raptor. How does a Raptor not have
amplify system?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, man. That's totally weird. It's a 2019 Raptor.
What does it say? Go back down. What does it say? I have no. I don't have Sony, and I don't have Bang & Olufsen.
Wow.
In a Raptor? Okay. Well.
No, I just say, Chris, I just ordered my RTA Audio Frog thanks to you.
Cool.
Recommendation.
All right, so back to the original thing at hand. All right, so now you have to use. All right, so if you have a Raptor and for some reason it doesn't have Bang, also does have Sony. It's totally strange, but I get it. Okay, so now let's just say we have a normal radio that's got the bigger engine in it. So you're going to need to have the fake engine noise turned off. All right, you're still going to need an AR because you need to be able to turn on the Kenwood DSP amplifier.
Yes.
So you're going to need an AR to do that. Do you have backup sensors would be my next question. Do you have backup sensors and front sensors that work between those two things? Because there again, remember, this amplifier only has 2-channel audio input, all right? So if you're just worried about just doing a front stage upgrade and could care less about the rest of the system, great.
Knock it off.
You're good. Fade it to the front, let the backup sensors play through the rear speakers, buy the AR, put the DSP in, hook up the subs to it, have your fake ANC shut off or turn it off yourself with the Ford, little programmer thing, and then rock on. And then just do three-way front and sub. And yeah, that'd be the only way I could see you using that successfully is if you were to fade it all the way to the front. You're still going to need a T-harness. You're still going to need to pick up the FD2 T-harness from Metro. You're still going to have the AR. I don't know. That's how it's going to work. Backup sensors only. All right, so if you want your backup sensors to still function, then you're going to want to leave the factory back speakers in or leave a speaker connected to the back speaker area so that those sounds that come out of the back speakers can beep somewhere. And if you fade it all the way to the front, because again, it's only two-channel audio input, that'll work. So, all right, buy an AR. Buy a T-harness. Get the amplifier. Hook it up to the front output. If you're not going to do rear, fine. If you are going to do rear, use rear, but take the speaker lead outputs from the radio and connect those to a speaker, 2 speakers, somewhere hidden in the car, so that you can get the boop, 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 crap. However, it may still just come through, once you disconnect the radio, it may just come from the piezo in the dash, so it may be okay there and not have to worry about it. But check that. See what happens. So unplug the radio and see if the reverse goes to the piezo. The other thing you need to do is you're going to need to also pick up a set of audio control LGDs, the blue set, because you need to put the load resistor onto the output of the radio.
Yep, that's right. Hey guys,
you're going to need a high level to low level adapter also, because that amplifier doesn't take high level input.
That's right, yeah.
That's just the wrong amp.
Yes,
it's just the wrong amp. God.
Yeah.
It's just the wrong thing. I know it's a great price, but it's the wrong product. All right, I'm done with it.
All right. How do you guys turn off the fake engine noise on Fords?
We send it back to the dealer and we let them do it. You yourself can do it through the software. You can buy the programmer, go on one of the forums, there's like 6,000 different videos of showing you how to buy the $25 programmer, Forescan, and just go into town and, go on.
Yeah.
6-channel DSP amplifier that you can buy. There again, buy a standalone DSP, do your 3-way set. You need 10 channels the reality is you need more, okay? You just need more than 6 channels, It's just
that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Hey, Alfredo, one of these days I will make the trip from West Texas to your shop to have my stereo set up. Yeah, man, you're not gonna be the only guy. We have guys coming from Texas.
All right. Look into Helix. Helix makes multi-channel amplifiers.
You still do.
That'll do the job for you. Go over to helix.com, Audio-Tech Fisher, and check out the others. They make like 10-channel, 12-channel amplifiers with DSPs built into them. Let's start there.
All right, Audio Control doesn't make 8-channel amplifier.
No.
They make 6-channel amplifier.
With 2 outputs only, which isn't enough to do anything with.
All right, $700 components.
You could get into a set of
Flax,
Evos. You could get a set of some Virtus. You get into the Milli. I think you get the Milli Legends.
Oh, really?
Oh, the Pros are cheap. Yeah, you can get into the Milli Pros for a lot less than that.
All right,
Out
so
of those 3, those are the most.
Which
affordable.
one you pick?
Well, we know I'm gonna pick the Morel.
Okay, I'll go with
Helix
the Flax.
V12 DSP is what everybody needs.
evil.
12 in, 14 out, 2 preamps. Exactly, right? I know.
By the Helix DSP, the Ultra. Well, that was exhausting for you.
Oh, yeah, that was tough.
Alright.
Don't get me wrong. I love that amplifier. You know I love that amplifier.
Yes.
I just, sometimes it's
Hey, man.
square peg, round hole. Doesn't work.
And like we always say, we use these amplifiers
All right,
because
I
they're
don't care.
tools.
Shh, let it go.
Yeah.
2018 Silverado, non-Bose. I installed an Amp Pro and turned dipstick 3 on. I have 2 amps, okay channel, 1 for bass. I lost my backup sensor sound. Okay, I have 2 amps, 1 4-channel, and 1 for bass. I lost my backup sensor sounds. You shouldn't have lost your backup sensor sounds. Check your fader and make sure your fader is still working. Make sure that you can do this, the Holy Cross.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so
What's that, Gargef?
Christian, what did he just? Christian. I did what you guys told me about finding a sub to match my kicker 1001, and it was the MVX. I put 900 watts, and oh, okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you for the $4.99, man.
Yeah, thank you. Let us know how you like that MVX. A lot of people ask about that stuff. Got a Rockford amplifier and 4 Alpine Type R components. Problem, my right front speaker, sometimes the tweeter turns off and crackles. Replace tweeter and crossover still doing it. Then it might not be your tweeter. It could be the amplifier. Anytime you have an amplifier that makes funny noise problems, meaning this speaker over here is just causing you issues. Now it's time to, if you replace the speaker and it stays there, it might be down the food chain, meaning it might be the amplifier itself or something feeding the amplifier. I recommend doing one of 2 things or both, not at the same time. First, switch the RCAs, okay? Switch what's feeding the RCAs. See if it stays put, meaning the crackling stuff. If it stays put, then put the RCAs back and now switch the speaker wires. Put the left speaker on the right, right speaker on the left. If it stays put, then it is definitely a speaker issue. If it moves to another speaker, it's an amplifier issue. If the RCAs, it could be a radio issue. So those are the things. Yeah, we are, right? Those are the things that are causing issues. Check that first if you don't think it's the speaker.
All right, DM608, 12 volts plus from battery of the T harness. I don't get that one.
Okay, hold on. Let me answer this one real quick. Can I retain dual factory USB ports when using? No, you can't. The DUR1, which comes with the hold on. So
I'm trying to find this.
all right, now I know what the DUR1 is. No. So with the DUR1, they're going to give you a new hub that replaces your factory hub in the box. You're going to pull out your factory hub. They're going to give you a new hub that goes into it. What you get to choose. Here's the DUR1. So they're going to give you this guy right here, which is going to replace your existing hub. Inside of it, it has the option for USB, aux, or HDMI. And then they also give you a second USB, so you can pull out one of these and you can have 2 USBs. Keep in mind the radio that you're going to be using has to have dual USB inputs. If it does not, it does not matter. Just like the HDMI. If you don't have HDMI, not going to matter. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to find out. I'm guessing Christopher said DM608, 12 volts from the battery. Check it from the T harness will shut off on. It's when the truck shuts off. I mean, the 608 should shut off when you turn the key off.
No,
I'm sure it's going to have a delay.
Well, it depends. Okay, so it depends on how you're hooking up the DM608. Are you using the GTO circuit, or are you running a remote turn on? If you're using a GTO circuit, that's using the 6-volt DC offset. 6-volt DC offset usually does not shut off with the key in a car that makes chimes or has a computer-based system that needs to stay active. What'll happen is you'll turn the key off, the stereo stays on for anywhere between 10 to 3 minutes, and then it shuts off afterwards. That's how that typically works. So what you do is you'd shut all your doors, you'd lock the car, you'd be able to see the DM608, you'd stare at it. When it shuts off, it's asleep, and it's going to stay that way until you pull on a handle or open a door or do anything like that. If you have the remote turn on hooked into it, when you turn the key off, or I'm sorry, when you turn the radio off or whatever's feeding it, it will shut off. It does not stay on.
All right, Kelly Prance, $4.99, thank you. Kenwood 994S with the data link. iPhone system microphone won't work. When plugged in the USB, only works on Bluetooth. Thoughts?
iData like iPhone system mic won't work.
Okay, the first thing, check your Bluetooth behind the radio if you plug it into the right input. Because if they can hear you, the USB is fine.
I don't know. Why does that seem like that's a weird question?
With
identity, iPhone system mic won't work when plugged in
the
USB. Only works with Bluetooth. Thoughts? No. That's weird.
That's totally weird.
All right. John Mack, Goodman, $4.99.
Hey.
Okay, compare and contrast the 12-inch Kicker L7T loaded box versus the Kicker 12. Where did it go?
Go down.
Can't you just pull it up there and say
I'm
it?
trying to got down. Right there.
Or the Kicker 12 TRTP. I will be pushing the Rockford Fazier R501 and a Ford F-150 Super Crew. I can tell you right now, the L7T box is the loudest box they make when it comes to those T-series woofers. It just destroys, okay? So if you have the option to get that, the L7T box, totally get that. It's just stupid how loud that thing is.
All right. El Fernandez, 919. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. 1999.
Yeah, there was another one. Got that one.
You got that one.
What's the 999? That one.
Chris Lee, 999. Thank you, man. How much if you any of all upgrade I will be getting from the JL HD 6-channel amplifier over my current XD 700.5 with the Focal Flax Evo in the Tacoma sounds great, but I always... Okay, so how much more you can get from the JL HD 6-channel
over the 7?
Over the 700.
A lot. You're gonna. I mean, that's a lot more power. That the little 700 is kind of small on power. So obviously, the more power you give something, the better it's going to sound. The HD has more power. Obviously, the VXI would be the best way to go if we're going that. Also, check out the 6-channel from Focal. If you're a Focal guy, they make the 690, which is a 6-channel. Awesome for flax. So check that out too. Might be a better price point.
All right. Scott, he dropped a 1999. He said he love your videos. Don't mean to confuse you, Dan.
Oh no, it's okay, Scott. It's just Saturday, man. You know how it rolls. Still love. Peace and love, all that fun stuff.
About 5 minutes left.
I know. Are you guys still giving away stickers? I'll have to check on that. I don't know if she has any. I'll find out and ask me on Monday for sure. I'll let you know.
All right, Luis, he dropped $199. Thank you, man. Upgrading a 2007 Corolla. Kenwood Radio CS Comp F. Tell me if you... I don't get a question. But if you can upgrade it, yes, you can upgrade it. Not a problem.
Kenwood Radio CS components, front and rear. Amp. Okay, so amp.
You want...
Key.
Okay,
Pick up a Kicker key.
Yes.
Pick up a Kicker key, the new 204, or if you can find a good price on the 180.4, definitely pick that up. It's a game changer for sure.
Yeah.
So pick one of those up. Please stay for an additional hour, guys. I'm bored at home. I would love to, but no. What DSP is easier to use, audio control or DSR1? Audio control. Audio control is I mean, two different animals for sure, but the audio control is definitely easier to use. Each DSP has its quirks. The DSR1 is you gotta be real patient with it. It's kind of like an obnoxious child.
Alright, I bought the focal flags for my front speakers. Would the Infinity Kappa sound okay for the rear fill? Or should I spend the extra money for more flags? What do you think?
The new ones over the old ones?
No, the question is, I already have the Kappas for the rear fill.
Yeah.
Should I spend the money for the new flags and just keep everything flags? Or just leave the Kappas in the rear fill?
They're just rear fill. I mean, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't lose any sleep over that.
If you already have it, yeah, you can use it,
Yeah.
and later on you can upgrade it. Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't lose any sleep over that. You guys don't. Simulcast broadcast on YouTube and Instagram on Monday. Why? Just to keep things under control. What's the difference between the kicker and the two kickers? I'm not going to answer that question because we're going to be filming a video on it soon. So if I gave it away now, what fun would that be?
Robbie Craven says.
The obvious answer is 5 watts more per channel, which is what they told me. But yeah.
Robert Craven says, so Haley liked the new sub setup in her car?
As far as I know, she's not complaining about it. So to me, that's a good thing. I haven't really talked to her much about it. We have something fun happening with that here too soon.
What did David say? I control way easier to use, Ben. Yeah.
Okay, so there was a hold on. Let me get the guy yelling at me real quick. 2019 up Dodge Ram 4-channel amplifier harness and ANC. Yes, it does have all that. Check out if you have a 19 Dodge Ram. Check out going with a DSR1 with an AR, or check out going with an Amp Pro. Both of those guys make ANC bypass harnesses. The Maestro is the BCH3, and then Chrysler PAC just has one of those also. So there are solutions for all those. Go to idatalink.com or go to pac-audio.com, and they're both there for you to pick up.
Oh, the towers are fine. I actually play it.
Yes.
Yes, I was watching the Iron Man, and Gabby said turn it down. Because they're gonna kick us out, so I turn it down. That sounds really good, man. Thank you.
All right, what did Chris Lee just do?
All right, Chris Lee says, hang on. All right.
Yeah,
also got the Tweak ADA and the LG 108 W3V3. I'm gonna say that's the JL.
Okay.
Will the HDJL amplifier with too much power for this sub? For my 2017 Tacoma, running the XD 700.5 and the RD 400.4 active.
When it comes to here's what you have to remember anytime you're thinking about power on a subwoofer. It's not the power that's going to destroy the subwoofer. It's how you're going to drive the subwoofer. Okay. Everyone grabs a sub, they cross it over, they turn the gains up, they give it 10 dBs of gain overlap, they do all this bullshit. All right. Reality is, that's what's going to blow it. You can run a lot of power to a subwoofer well beyond what it's capable of doing if you police it and keep it in check. So if you have the crossover, you have a subsonic filter, you don't have tons of gain overlap.
You don't abuse.
You don't abuse it. Mm-hmm. That's because it's the abuse that blows the woofer, not the power. You know, the power is just doing what it does. It's you going, yeah, more. So that's
what we blows.
That's what does it. That's what blows speakers.
All right, Martin, $5. Thank you, man. Dean, do you remember year?
Do you remember a year it was when you learned something new about car audio? You know everything. Fernando's hair is looking great. I believe it or not, I learn every day. It's not a day that doesn't go by where I'm not picking up a new thing, this, that, or the other. I mean, we sit through trainings to pick up and glean just whatever little bit of whatever we can get.
Yeah.
The day you stop learning is the day it's no more fun. So whether it's just, you have to learn every day. You have to constantly evolve, try new things, experiment, play around, and yeah, sometimes you go one step back to go 2 steps forward, or 2 steps back to go 1 step forward. But you always have to learn. You always have to come up with new things, or it just gets boring and it's no fun. Some days it's boring and no fun, but then you learn something and life goes on. And what you guys are going to learn is that this is the end of the show.
That's right.
It's been an hour. It's been one stressful show, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
Because I was doing it all. It was rough. I'm not into that, man. It's like I can't keep track of everything.
I know.
Listen, guys, stay safe out there right now. It is still crazy and still silly and still just utterly ridiculous. So do what you can. We're open as far as the install bay. The retail store is not. That is closed.
Yep.
Paul's still there to take keys and cars so that we can keep working on
That's
stuff
right.
here. If shows change, we'll let you know.
Definitely.
But tonight is Saturday night, so that means let's have some fun. So call up your Uber Eats, get something delivered, kick back, put on Tiger King or whatever other crappy show you want to watch.
Subscribe to the YouTube Dean and Fernando car stereo clips.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely do that, and then watch a bunch of those. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go and find all the cool tools that we use. Teespring/store/5-star. You can pick up cool shirts like the new 5-star Splash shirt. You know, it's like
Forgot
Forrest
that.
Gump, but
Yeah.
you know, way cooler.
That's
Patreon is a place you can go to support the show. Monday we'll be back on Facebook, as far as I know, doing our usual question and answer, talking with the friends, family, you guys, all just hanging out. Right now it will be 6:30. If it changes, of course, we'll let you know. So be paying attention to all the things. Instagram is the best place to hang out, to find us. We go live there almost every day with the 5 minutes of 5-star show.
What?
5-car show. Sounds like Steve Mead when he says, "Hey, it's 5-car."
It's a 5-car.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for everything you do. We hope you guys have fun. Yeah.
Just go to
Oh yeah.
Teesprings.
Teespring/store/5-star.
You can get that shirt.
All right. With that, we're gonna let you guys ship merch to India. I believe Teesprings does go international. I honestly don't know, but I think they do international.
Yeah.
So they might charge you way too much for a shirt. So I apologize, but
that's not us.
we don't make. You know, I make like $2 a shirt. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Get out of here. Go do something else.
Thank you guys for the support, for all the
what he
support.
said.
Thank you.
See you guys.